the pleasure of reading I'm All Yours by T.N. Jones. And I'm going to tell you all about it. But wait, do y'all want to hear about it? Oh, well then, here we go.
It's going to be the intro to your book review. Right.
Now, in this novel, I'm All Yours by T.N. Jones, just to give you a quick little synopsis of what it's about, a non-spoiler, of course, we've got 3 equally important characters in the book. One is a woman named Janelle. The other 2 are guys named Akron and Juan. So at some point in the story, each of these guys have dated Janelle. And so in dealing with her, they have to come to a realization about themselves, the guys do, that they might need to change some things in their life. So the question is, after they realize that they need to change some things, do they actually make those changes? So as I am reading this book, I am learning a few things about myself and just the differences that exist with women and their tolerance for things, okay? Because there were circumstances that was occurring in this book that in my head I was like, I can't bounce back from that. Like, we're not gonna be together after this no more. You know what I'm saying? Like, I might get to the point where if I see you in the street, I'm not gonna want to hit you with my car, but I'm not gonna be your girlfriend. Like, I'm not gonna marry you. But in this book, these women was just taking a whole lot from these dudes, and child, it couldn't be me. Now, there was also something really great that I liked about this book too. So there were some self-revelations that happened, mainly with our 2 guys, Akron and Juan. And I think that in dealing with Janelle, that's really how they discover these things about themselves. And sometimes, even when you know that you ain't right, you don't do nothing about it. But I appreciated that these men were able to acknowledge their wrongdoing and try to make amends for it. So kudos to the 2 gentlemen for making the changes that they needed to make. But like I said before, some stuff just ain't bounce backable for me. Because let me tell you, there were sections in this book that I said, we're not about to sit here and forgive this man right now in this moment. Oh no, ma'am, you need to call the police. Like, that was a crime. Honey, that is assault. He needs some charges. You know, this is what I'm thinking in my head. And it was just like, oh, baby, I'm sorry. I ain't going to do it no more. I love you so much. And and all the while in my head, I was just thinking like, oh, I would have called my cousins and them on him so quick. Like, he'd lost his life on today. But child, the tolerance level for things is just really different for every woman. That's about all I can say to that. Let me tell you about one of the characters, though, that stuck out the most to me in this book. And it wasn't even one of the main characters. It was actually this young lady named Tanaya. Okay. Tanaya is Akron's wife. And I feel like if Tanaya was to get her own spin-off book, the title of it would be Creating a Savage. Because it's just only so much that you about to do to a woman before She just straight be done being a good girl and the nice one. She gonna be ready to like wreak havoc on the world, on all of these ninjas. And I feel like this was just the recipe for that. Because sis got did so dirty. Oh, she got did dirty. Oh, it just made me feel so sorry for her. But eventually I stopped feeling sorry for her because I said, now wait a minute. Honey, you gonna have to take some responsibility in this thing. Because now that he done told you what it is, I'm gonna need for you to go ahead and shift how you looking at this situation. You gotta let this go, because he sure have. Okay? I mean, baby girl was out here playing tug of war, pulling on a rope that ain't had nobody on the other end. Like, honey, he is not in this game with you. You can't keep playing this game. Now you're looking stupid. Okay? And yeah, initially I felt bad for Tanaya, and then I just was like, girl, don't let him be out here playing you like this whole fool. Just go ahead and be a savage. Now, we also had a few things that was happening in the book, primarily with Juan and what his lifestyle was like for the book and why he actually had to be in this particular life. And we knew that he didn't want to be in it anymore. And then all of a sudden, he didn't have to be. His brother shows back up on the scene, and now he can just go off and live his life happily ever after, not being, this thugged out dude that he had to be. And while I would love to say that I was happy that, that happened for him, it was a bit rushed. Like all of a sudden, boom, I took care of everything and you don't have to do this no more. Go live your life and be happy. I was like, well, that was quick. That was quick. And so I'm glad that he was able to leave out of it. I just wanted for that whole transition to have been developed a little bit more. And since I'm talking about this brother of Don Juan's, there was a storyline that was presented for him in the book that I just felt like was unnecessary, mainly because he wasn't really a relevant character. He was secondary, and so he didn't need this storyline, really. He got introduced so far along into the book that we didn't need to have any additional storyline about him. But what happened was, when we got introduced to him initially, we had some type of inkling that there was something else going on with him, but we didn't get the full story initially. So we thought that maybe later on it would come about. And so when we did get this new revelation about the brother, it didn't really relate to what was happening initially. And I didn't need it. I didn't need it. The story didn't need it, really, because everything we had going on with our other two relationships was sufficient. It was. So that's probably the only things that I would need to say about that. All in all, I enjoy reading the book. Although it was a bit rushed at times, wanted to see a little bit more development for the transitions of the characters as time went on. I still enjoy what the storyline was. I absolutely appreciated that upon these men in the story realizing the error of their ways, that they actually did something about it. I love that. And so Tam Telling Tales is giving I'm All Yours by T.N. Jones 4 acrylic nails. If you've read this book before, tell me about it. What did you think about it? Go down in the comment section and let me know what you think. Make sure that you share this video too. And then, of course, if you have not yet, please subscribe to the channel and hit the notification bell so you know every time that I upload a video. I'm Tam. I'm telling tales. Read a book.